Welcome back. This is Lisa with All Care Software. Today the video I'm going to do is under support management. We're going to focus on just the managed service tab. So I'm going to explain each tab to you. Here is the service group. So these are in our demo site here. Here are the services we provide. Companion, and then this is the default service code, and so on with all the services we provide. This service tab is already pre-populated for you. Every service DHS has listed, we have under here in the description for you. These are already set when we set up your software. This tab, the service tab. The activities tab would be every activity you have listed on any of your timesheets. You add them all in here. The service and activity is where you connect the group service with what activities you want to show up on the EVV app for that group service. Service pay velocity is only if you use pay velocity as a payroll system. You would need to set this up, and we would help you with this, of course. And then the group service mapping. So for example, shared care is one of my service groups, which is here, service group. And we have that connected to a main service code. But what we're telling the software is also, not only with that shared care main code, but we also want these services to be encompassed along in this shared care group. That's what the software, it's letting the software know that that's what you want set up, okay? So example, again, here's PCA. T1019 code is the main code. But we've told the software also with that group PCA, we want you to make sure that these codes are also in that service group. So this managed services is what drives the EVV app. Again, this service tab is already pre-populated for you. So what you need to do to set up for EVV use is, one, you need to make your service groups. So if you provide PCA, one would be a PCA. If you provide homemaking, one would be a homemaking service group. Any service, you set up that service with the main code that it has. The second part then is you're going to come in and take all of your blank paper timesheets, look at all of those activities that are on those timesheets, and you will add that in this section. Then the third piece, setting up for EVV, is you're going to connect that service group with what activities you want to show up on the EVV app. So I'm just going to, for example, open one up here. Any activity that you added would be over on the left-hand side. And you would want to drag and drop over to this right to what you want to show up to this PCA complex. So you would drag it and drop it over here. This is telling the software to, when someone logs in for PCA complex, these are the activities that they're able to perform. So this section here drives the EVV app, okay? Another thing, having said that this drives the EVV app, also in each client, if you want to get real specific, let me see, we'll open up Parker. This service tab, the software tells the app when one of the employees logs in, these are the services that they can log in for Parker. I'm going to open up PCA. So these are what you want to show, that are going to show up on a timesheet. If Parker doesn't get positioning, you can designate this to be specific to a client within their profile. So in that managed service tab, we kind of set up a generic basis of the EVV app, right? You can, if you want to, get real specific and unique to each client underneath their profile. Or you can just have them all show up anything that you have as a generic basic in the background of the software and managed services, you can have that all show up. Or you can come in and go specifically to the care plan with each client and say, okay, now Parker doesn't get this. She actually doesn't get this. And she doesn't get this, but these activities are on her care plan, and then save that. So that when someone logs into PCA for Parker, they are only going to see those specific activities that are on Parker's care plan. So again, the generic setup is in managed services. This is kind of the generic setup for your EVV app. If you want to get more specific, you'll do that into the client information and under each client profile. Okay? I hope this helps. And again, we're going to be doing lots of more videos with all of our features that we provide. And so just look for more videos, okay? And thanks for coming aboard with us.